Hello, everybody. Hello. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing okay. We're just starting, so I just want to give a minute for everybody to come in, and I'm gonna just introduce myself. My name is Simona, and I am here to guide you on a beautiful journey tonight to tap into the grids, especially the sacred geometric grids, which, to my knowledge, there are many of them. And in the process, we will be getting activating codes and getting codes for um, our own beautiful advancement. And I want to make sure that at least if somebody can let me know that all volume is good, especially that the music is not too much because I can't really keep my volume high, and that disrupts the volume. But anyway, so I hope you all can hear me just fine. And as I was saying, we're going to be tapping into beautiful grids of light codes, and we're really going to be working on 4 of them. And these are going to can be used for a long period of time or for a short period of time. As some of you know from having done meditation with me previously, that I do translate galactic language into a visual code, energetically very supercharged and full of activations. And tonight, I feel that we're both going to be doing this for both private, reasons, but also globally too, for the world, or for other planets, or at least for this universe, and the one that we're involved right now, at least for our world as well. And in this process, we are attempting to bring a uniformity of energy throughout, because I do feel that the month of December has been quite intense in the energy wave, and also we are going to be getting a lot more energy waves coming in, intense energy wave coming into February and March of next year. So and they're going to be centered around the heart, the throat, and the root chakra as well, with the hips and the feet and the legs. So there is a lot of movement for everyone that is going to be that is part of this process. That these codes will help with. And what I mean by that is that there are so many processes and programs that they're running all at one time. It's a little hard to kind of determine which one it is that you're running at this moment, depending upon what it is that you need, or also what it is that you agreed as a contract to participate at this time on the earth. And it's definitely connected to the ascension of both the earth and ourselves, and which is something that a lot of people have been talking about it for a long time. And when are we going to be seeing the ascension? Well, it's a very, very slow progress, and it's a constant taking back and forth steps, where we take a step forward and a couple steps backwards. And it's a unified effort worldwide, with many of us light worker uniting and building these energy waves and these energy pathways and bridges in a way so that we can promote this alignment to bring everybody up into the 5th dimension, or at least those that need to be there. So in that, I hope you all really, prepare for tonight. It is going to be quite intense. I'm going to be showing the design, or the codes, as I call them, as a cue, but I would also be taking pictures, so they will be ready for you to download later. You don't have to worry about drawing, or you don't have to worry about having it in this moment. You'll be able to just visually will activate you in that moment, or even later, and you will have them for as long as you need to keep them. For the purpose of the meditation in this journey for tonight, it will be quick. You don't need to open your eyes as I show them to you. If that pulls you out of your meditative state, you just need to make sure that you look at them afterwards, and that won't be an issue. And I will take pictures and bring them out right away. I don't have the codes because I'm waiting to be in the energy field, and I feel that that's more pristine and pure, and it gives you an idea of how easily that can be done. That in the moment, depending upon who is tapping in, we're giving that kind of information. sorry, clear my throat. I guess we're going to be working on a lot of throats, so I didn't have this issue before I started talking, and I also, my nose is itchy, so I guess we're going to be doing with some self-acceptance issues. So we can probably start. Okay, so let's just get going. And I said enough about that. I don't think I want to check with my people, make sure that I need to say more, and I get a no on that, so we can just immediately just go right into it. So get yourself in a comfortable space and go ahead and relax and find a beautiful space where you can be in a perfect, in a perfect space. I'm going to guide you through the process. You also may hear me burping. All right, so I guess before we start, actually, I know they're going to give me one code. This code is for love and for the opening of, there is a triangle of love that goes from the, there is 3 points, both from the higher heart, which is around here, to the throat and down into where is considered on the heart. So those 3 points are being activated both in the front by merging, if you just visualize a line going forward and merge into a point in front of you, and the same in the back, forming a triangle. So that's your first geometrical thing. And so going to download the code at this time to activate everybody's heart. Just take some deep breaths while I'm doing this so that you may be able to welcome the energy in as well. And in the process of that's all part of clearing the cough, and I know I have a lot more to do. I can feel that a lot of people have some blockages here. So I feel that Mother Mary is actually very close right here. So this is the love code, and if you're ready, so here it is. Okay, so just going to give the chance for the coding itself to be transformed and transmuted and transfer from energetic pathway to you, to all of you. I'll know when I'm done holding it. And you can stare at it for as long as you need to stare at it. Okay, so it feels that one is done. So let's start by calling in all our beautiful beings to come in and help us with the meditation at this time. And we're going to do that just by opening up and asking your guides to be present in this moment. So go ahead and do that. And I usually tell myself I'm connected to my beautiful beings at all times. I'm bringing beautiful love and light in from the top of the crown, going all the way down. And you may start feeling pressure, just the slight changes of the way you feel from the top of your head all the way down, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, beautiful. All right, so some beautiful ETs just propped in. So we're just going to give it a second because I know they're moving things around already. I can feel it from the side of the brain and the third eye. So I feel that this is the second code is to do with the third eye. And again, I don't know how these meditations go ever because they don't show me ahead of time. So they're always, like a new thing for me too. So we're doing the third eye at this time. I apologize if you hear all the burping. Okay. All right, this is the third eye code. So we're trying to find the spot. There you So go ahead, and I know that they're going in. I can actually feel there's hands kind of finagling inside the brain. I know it may not be the best feel, but it's definitely a third eye activation. Great, great. Just allow for that to just come in. They're working on extending the third eye to the back. Now, as I was saying, it's a multi-dimensional thing because we are on many multi-dimensional levels that we work on, but we also activate, we function on a multi-level way. And the way that works is that the we often go into other dimensions, especially when we're sleeping. We can definitely go into other dimensions where we are being propelled into a different version of ourselves in different life as well. And when we come back, we retain that knowledge. So whether it's to learn something new or to activate something new we already learned in the past life, whether it's nothing to do with time, so it can be back and forth in time, meaning in the past or in the future, but it's really on a dimensional thing, like it's a portal into another space in time that doesn't have to be related to a linear sense of time the way we usually understand it, but it's more to do with whatever the action is that is requires for us to go into these dimensions. And if you are a healer, or if you're very open, you probably experience these amazing dreams that oftentimes you wake up and you don't know what the hell happened, or you're just disoriented, or you may be have experienced something really fantastical. And that oftentimes those kind of dreams where they're very vivid, and they're very what they call astral travel. It's really more like going into different dimensions and finding other parts of ourselves or other consciousness of us that we have no recollection in this life. I mean, it's not like in an awakened moment I can say that, hey, yeah, I know I'm in touch with my other self that is in the other dimension, and and it's doing whatever it is that it's doing. We don't have that. We're not meant to. It would be extremely confusing. I can tell you, I can guarantee you that the confusion of waking up from having lived a few hours in a different dimension where I have another life, and then coming back to this one and being completely disoriented, that's really startling and very disorienting. But again, it's down to retain information, obtain information healing as well, and also giving us choices. It's almost like living a different aspect of ourselves, and we that allows us to give us choice. So now I'm talking too much, but that's okay. All right, so as I was saying, we're calling in our beautiful beings, and we have enormous amount of galactic beings around us, and we're going to start the process of clearing with them, and they're going to be bringing these starseed light down. And the star seed light is a little bit of a different frequencies, and much greater frequencies than God as well in intensity. So just bear with it. It's going to go down our throat. So it may just feel a little bit tight around our neck, and it's coming up from the top as well and going down. Allow this light to come in. It's just going to spread out throughout our body and through our shoulders and clear this very top part. And at this point, Isis is actually stepping forward, and Thoth as well. And they're going to be working in the lower parts of our body and our energy fields down there, because I can see that there is a lot of stagnation around our root chakra. If you could, for any one of you, if you ever get lower back pain, or if if you're a sedentary person, or a person who sits on that does a sedentary kind of job, that sits on a computer for a long period of time, or, due to work reasons or for disability too. Even if you don't have a choice, or, if you have to travel and you're sitting in the car for a long time, allow yourself to do some yoga poses that open up the hips and allow for that energy to move. And I feel that that's such an important thing, and they're really asking me right now to have everybody just being aware that sometimes all it is having the hips and the lower back pain and the knee pains and even the ankles, because it travels down and it gets stuck down into the hips and the legs, that the most important thing is to open those channels. And in order to open the channel, sometimes yoga poses, very simple yoga poses to open the hips, are very functional into decreasing these energy kind of thing. So now, since we're talking about the root chakra, I feel that we're going to be getting a root chakra code. And this one is also for the world as well. So just know that this code, as you are integrating it with yourself, you're also streamlining it for everyone else around you. And anyone you come in contact, voluntarily or involuntarily, will be activated as well. So this is a great way. It's like a virus, you know. It doesn't take much to spread the disease if it's a virus, and it kind of acts that way. Just the fact that it's around you, if a person, another, is in need of that code, it will activate and stimulate the person's growth, not instantaneously, but instinctively. And whether the person is open or not, that's really, it's up to them. If they're willing to receive, it won't be imposed on them. But you act as that, like, expander and propagator kind of person, and you're disseminating these codes all the way you go. So I thank you for taking this job voluntarily or voluntarily. Maybe you didn't know you were going to do this, but you're going to be carrying the code for, especially the root chakra, because the root chakra is our main hub of energy collector. And oftentimes, unfortunately, right now, it's holding more of the negativity of the emotions and the negative energy and that the emotions create than the positive. And when we do go into a fifth dimensional being, we don't have any of that within us. So in order to really move through it, move to the fifth dimension, to this ascension process, we have to learn to decrease the amount of negativity that is within ourselves, both it is ours or someone else's. And in order to do that, we cannot think of ourselves, but we have to think of the whole world. And as such, wherever we go, we're actually, expanding and propagating the message, and then others will do the same, and so on and so forth. So this is going to be the root chakra code. Okay. Oh, goodness, sorry. Trying to figure out. There you go. Okay, so this is the root chakra. Now, the particular of this code, what's really important is actually this triangle right here, this part, and where it is, and I can't see where it comes together right there in the center. That is one of the most, it's like, and it almost looks like people holding hands and working together. So in a way, it is within the code itself that we do have to work together to help each other, not seeing, not judging, not seeing the fault in each other, but into accepting all as it is and as we are. We all are one. And we'll talk about more about that in another video. But for tonight, that's the most that I need to say for that. So just now let's bring that code down into our root chakra. And I want you to see yourself as if you're sitting in a beautiful lotus position. And you're sitting in the root chakra. And we have Isis in front of you and Thoth behind you. And they put their hands right around your pelvis. And there is this warm energy coming in, and I can't say that word, like inflaming and bringing in a heat within your root chakra, bringing in the fire and destroying whatever it is that is being accumulated, especially that of which is not yours. So let's get rid of whatever it's not yours first. Take a nice deep breath at this time. And allow for that root chakra to really open up and see yourself, you're blooming and opening like a lotus flower in the hip area. And allow for the flood of these emotions and the flood of the negativity that is accumulated there to be released like water. And you'll see that between the now Thoth and Isis will join their hand into making a ball of energy, bright red and orange, and they will place that right into your hips to continue activating this beautiful service that you're doing for yourself and for others. And as you know, the root chakra holds fear, and oftentimes the fear is about self-acceptance, self-trust, self-love. If we don't know how to do those things for ourselves, we don't know how to do it for others either. And so therefore that will create a lack. And that lack makes us open, leaves us open to receive others' lacks. It's the way it works. But that intensified the negativity instead of diminishing it. So we need to just infuse it more often than we think, because it really goes down there more often. It's not the heart that holds all those emotions, it is the root chakra. There you go. Beautiful job, you guys. You're doing fantastic. Thank you so much. And we're going to continue moving down through the legs. I want to go and focus down on the knees and down into the ankles. And I want you to see as if you are getting bathed by fairies right down on your ankles and feet. I'm going to remove the layers of your feet. There's a very thick layers that is preventing you from grounding. And what we're going to be grounding is not the earth itself. We're going to be grounding into the sacred geometry associated to the crystalline earth. This is really part of all crystals. It's a pathway full of crystals. It doesn't mean there's only crystals. The fifth earth is a beautiful place. But right now we're just tapping into the grid of the fifth dimensional earth and the crystalline part of it. And we're going to have that energy come up from our feet all the way up through our body until we're completely immersed in this beautiful infused energy that is crystalline and pure of the fifth dimension. So this is going to make you feel really nice and calm, centered, loved, accepted, and free, mostly. I can feel it's going up the spine and the back. And just allow that to continue. And it's up to the neck right now, on the base of the neck, of the head actually, base of the skull. We're going to stop here for a second, and in the crystalline earth, or the fifth dimensional earth, there is a high work with crystals and also with skull crystals, whether you believe it or not. So we're just going to be bringing forth, I want you to visualize as if there's all these skull crystals kind of surrounding you, and in the number of 7, that would be great. But if you see 12 as well, it's also a great number. Or 3 is fine as well, or whatever number, it doesn't matter, but those are all numbers that carry great, even 8 carries great energetical importance. Okay, great. So we have these beautiful skulls now surrounding our head, and it is difficult for me to keep my eyes open because the vibration is very, very intense. And we're going to be getting transmissions at this time. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute or so that we can get these transmissions. Some of you that may be connecting to your past origins of Lemuria and Atlantis, because I can feel that they're bringing that forward. I'm still having a hard time keeping my eyes open, so I'm going to keep them closed and I can still talk and communicate because I can feel that there's such a strong, intense energy coming in and affecting my vision, or at least the way that I can keep my eyes open. And that's usually a pre-channel symptom. Like, yeah, could probably go into a spontaneous channel at this time, but that's not the purpose of this time. So, yeah, okay. So now that we're done with that, we're gonna move on into our journey. And the last symbol that we're gonna get is this is the symbol for the earth. And this is to bring a love vibration in. There's been some beautiful activations being done by beautiful spiritual beings yesterday on the 12th, since it was 12/12 at 12 o'clock. And I can see that there's just this beautiful stream of energy going around the earth. And I want to pay my contribution to that and also have you guys join into this beautiful wave of energy that is very much infused with love and anticipation of what may come for the next year. And nothing bad, but just it's again, we want to be more in the positive than the negative. So this is the code that I'm gonna do next. I'm having difficulty. I hope I spelled earth right. Oh my god. When I do these kind of things is very difficult. You can spin this around whichever way you want. And that's probably the best way, but really the original way, because that's the way I drew anyway. So I keep moving it. Okay, so this is, again, there is a flow of a stream, intense energy. The hue of a vibrational signature that I feel is more towards the blues, and a variation of blues, not dark blues, but mostly light blues, like Jesus blues that he uses often when he comes in. That's the one that I see. But there's also a hint of aqua and green, so I feel that also Archangel Raphael is as well there, and any other vibrational being that resonate to those light vibration signatures. Okay, so this is for the whole year of 2017. It's a vibrational energy that will stay for the whole for the whole year, and it is going to actually get bigger and much wider, and it's going to be used by many, meaning not just the code, but this vibrational wave, because people are going to become more and more involved in it. And as much as there may have been turmoils towards the end of 2016, it's actually pushed many into wanting to actually bring this beautiful wave of love and activations of positivity. So there will, again, as I said, there's going to be a lot of movement in many different ways, not just physical, but also movement of minds and movement of ideals and of intent. Yes, that's a big one, intent. So I feel that a lot of people will be pushed into doing a lot more than what they did the year before. So that's a beautiful code that you're bringing with you. I'm going to now just do the last few minutes. I want to see what we're going to be doing next with that. And we're just going to do a little journey into the fifth dimensional earth, into that. Since you can bring all these codes, and we're going to travel through the grid again that we already have been activating. So go ahead and see yourself in this holographic, beautiful mapping. The mapping is all highlighted like twinkle lights, and they have all these designs, almost like a runway actually, where it's actually showing you very clearly which way to go. If you have your eyes closed, you'll be able to see it, and if you're not seeing it, that's okay. Just trust my voice. And just go along these beautiful light pathways. You already have everything that you need. You don't need anything else. If you need the comfort of an angel or of a light being, you can certainly call for one at this time. And they will just be showing up right next to you as always. And continue going and trusting that you're traveling through the grid, and we got to move through our third dimension into the fifth dimension. So it's going to take a few seconds. And we're almost there. And when you get there, you'll see that you're going to go through a gate. This is a starseed gate. So a lot of the starseed are already here, the new age starseed, not the old age. There's many of us who came here as to check things out and to pave the way. But there's the new starseeds, and they're all welcoming you at this gate. No, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Just go right through it. You can feel the shift and the change into your energy being because you've been there already. You are actually already traveling to these places. Many of us are meant to stay here, if you believe in that, already traveling to the fifth dimension of Earth while we're sleeping and with our consciousness to really find out and get information about where we're standing, what we're to do. Plans do change very frequently on a day-to-day basis, really. And that's a great thing because we have the ability to actually do so. So at this time, go ahead and find your path, find your guide. And what I mean by that is that we all have a purpose. So find a path that will lead you to your purpose. There you go. Perfect. And even if you don't see anything, just trust. Go with your feelings, go with your gut, go with your intuition. I can see there is beautiful beings waiting for us and welcoming us as well after we went through the gate. The way that the fifth dimension Earth looks like it's very close to what I see Lemuria as it was as well. It's very energy, beautiful energy oriented. It's mostly energy beings. It feels so good to be there. Okay. So find your team leader at this point. Among all those people that will step forward, you can ask to be connected with your team leader. There you go. Perfect. And it will feel very familiar if you've been here before, and I know you have. It will feel very, very familiar. Okay, so the team leader is going to take you for a little ride, and then also will show you the plan or whatever plans that you need to know. They may knock you out if you need to. I'm going to go quiet for a minute or two to allow you to explore this beautiful world. Okay, you can stay there if you want to at this time, or I'm going to take you back, meaning we're going to go out, still within the fifth dimension, but out into the garden, into the healing pools in the gardens. And again, you can choose to stay where you're at, or you can do this part as well. But these are really beautiful, beneficial healing pools. And again, I do feel like we all need to do them. So go ahead and let's go out to these beautiful gardens with these beautiful pools. The water would look just stunning and amazing. It's got all these multicolors in it. It's not the way we know it. It's very different. And when you're ready, just go ahead and allow yourself to just be submerged in these waters. There's at least 3 pools that we can benefit from. And just take a step or dive into the first one. It would be great if you go right all over underwater. And swim in this water. This is to retain the information that you gathered throughout this journey. And vibrationally, we're going to be keeping the vibration much higher for those of you that are going to go through this process tonight. So this is going to stay with you longer. Oftentimes, after we do vibrational work, our vibration kind of go down to a happy medium. But this pool of water will actually hold our vibration in much higher space. So just know that if you ever feel down and about, you can come into this space and dive into some of these pools, and they will make you feel better and restore your vibration to a great place. Go ahead and step into the second pool. This is a pool of love, so this is to restore our love for ourselves. Yeah, there you go. Great. Yes, go right in it. Man, there's so much energy. Okay, so go right into this beautiful pool of water and swim and splash in as much as you can. So I want to yawn. That's to adjust to the vibration whenever there's something high. Okay. Alrighty. And then the next one is perfect for healing as well throughout our whole body. So we're integrating whatever we've learned and whatever we're getting rid of. And also this is for the future. So for the next month, this kind of meditation journey really helps you, or anyone who does this, for at least a month, in your life. So they're not just happening in this moment. They really are healing journeys. And that's probably what I should call them more than meditation, but this is how we've always done them. So you're getting a beautiful healing tonight that will last with you for at least a month. So you're going to see improvements in areas of yourselves, of your life, over periods of a month to 6 weeks. Some of you may even see it, up to 8 weeks. Some of you may see it really early, within a week or so, if not earlier. Okay. Now I want you to get out of the pool. We're going to get dry. There's a beautiful being waiting for a robe for ourselves. We're going to get to keep this robe. This is a bit of a protection because, again, as I said, we're going to be kind of slammed with some heavy energy in the month of February, March. So this is going to help us with that. So go ahead and keep that robe for yourself. And then if you're ready, we can't really stay too long in this dimension because there's limits in that as well. And I feel that it's time for us to go to cross the gate again and start walking towards the gate. And we're going to cross and walk through the grids to come back into this dimension. Great. I'm almost there. You did a great job. We're coming back to our body. We're coming back to ourselves. We have retained a lot of information, and there's a lot of stuff that has been happening, and they will be happening for you. So take care of yourself. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Make sure that you have plenty of rest, and that if you feel anything or if you need any help, you always can get in touch with me and let me know, and I can help you. Sometimes doing this kind of things can get rid of so much energy that can leave us a little raw, and or re-evoke emotions and things of the past that need to be released, and sometimes that's a little bit difficult. So do let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you with that. And otherwise, you've done a great job. Just know that with the skulls, there was an enormous amount of information that was given to us. I did see, even in the fifth dimensional Earth, I actually saw things that I needed to do here, or they were shown to me to reinforce what I need to do here, and that was really cool. I did not expect it. Actually, that's when I was, I had a little bit of a startle, but that was great. So I hope you all get it, got something to take home with you tonight. And even if you do this at a different time, again, time does not exist. You can do this 3 years from now, and you're still going to get to experience the same thing. So it's really we're all connected to the same point in time. So it doesn't matter when you do connect with this, when you can see this on 100 years from now, and you're still going to get what you need, and you're going to hear exactly what you need to hear. So that is the coolest thing. I'm going to have to do a video about that too, which is a beautiful thing. But anyway, lots of love to all. Love you so much, and thank you for joining, and have a God bless day or night. Bless you all. Take care. Bye.